Welcome back to Tasty Tech Tips. I'm Fahim. Today we're going to be doing a tour of my game room slash office going into 2026. This room is a work in progress. It is a converted garage into a makeshift efficiency, and this isn't going to be a permanent place. In the future, I will be moving out, but this is what we have for now, and this is so far what I've got. And I'm so sorry for the terrible cable management. It will be a work in progress because this used to be a room, like a bedroom, and there was a lot more furniture in here when I even brought stuff in here. So we only just recently gained a lot of this space. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. I'm gonna quickly just give you a heads up on what's going on each wall. This wall is basically just my setup exclusively. This is where I play video games. This is where I make YouTube videos. This is where I study for school. This is where once I do reactivate it, I'll be doing my real estate work here as well. This is where I do everything. This is my setup. This is my livelihood. It's not really my livelihood. I have a separate job. On this wall, I know there's this box here. I'll explain everything. This door is the portion of the garage that's still available at this moment. It's still quite a bit of space. This is some leftover furniture that I didn't throw away. We have a lot of figures and things like that, which I'll be talking about shortly. We have this gaming steering setup. We have this box of stuff that was in the garage that I kind of like threw out some boxes, opened some boxes, and I kind of just have this all here. I still have to go through all this, clean it up, throw it out, etc. Well, you'll see a few of these organizers, but yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit. This desk was empty, but it is my girlfriend's workstation for nails and hobbying, scrapbooking, all that stuff. It is a mess right now because we just bought our organizers. We're gonna work on this here in the near future. So there's gonna be an updated video soon. We have some lights. This is some gear to like put up a black drop behind me if I were to like stream or something, or if I need it for some photos. Another one of those organizers, and then this is her setup, the girlfriend's. This was my computer before, so all these stickers are mine. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So on this wall, we have like obviously my sit-stand desk, which is from FlexiSpot. We have my PC down there, which is on a riser, so don't worry, it's not sitting directly on the floor. I do sweep this room pretty often, and it's obviously on a riser, so it's not sucking up anything. It's not sitting on carpet or anything. We have the 3 monitors set up, but let's start from the very bottom. All of this is being powered by a UPS. This is a CyberPower UPS. I think it's like a CyberPower 1500 VA. All I can say is that this is about 200, 240. It's around that range. This is the best CyberPower UPS you can get at the moment, as far as I'm aware, in that range. It has like sign powered, this and that. It's basically just to say that it's very stable current, especially if the power goes out. You're not gonna have to worry about electronics being damaged very easily. This is the back end. I know this is all a mess. Again, this is a work in progress, but we have the Ethernet coming from a different room in the living room, which I'm gonna be working on, like cleaning it up and putting it along the trim. It's coming into the CyberPower over here. Is that really necessary to go into the UPS and then out into a switch? I don't know, but since it's already there, I might as well, especially if I had a lot of Ethernet cables sitting around. And then on the left side, we obviously have the battery powered section. On the right side, it's just a surge protector. The only things that are running off of this right now are my PC over there. We have the network switch, and then we have this mini PC right here. And in the future, I am planning to get 2 more mini PCs, or a mini PC and a NAS, mini PC and a server. Long story short, there's probably gonna be a whole home lab setup. I'm gonna get a server rack and then go from there in the future. The only thing that's plugged in on the surge protector side, I'm gonna be honest, is this lamp, because I couldn't connect it comfortably to the computer just yet. But yeah, this lamp is very important to me. I need light in this room. I don't like using big lights. This looks very white on camera, but it's a lot more of a goldish color. It's a lot more on the warm side of the spectrum. This is probably like 3,000 right now. It's nowhere near 4,000. It's probably like 3,000 to 3,500. Just for perspective, I don't know why iPhone cameras overly whiten sometimes. And then you obviously have a network switch over here. Network switch is getting the connection from the UPS. You guys thought you were gonna catch my toes. From the UPS into out to the PC, out to the mini PC right here, and then out to the girlfriend's PC right over here. I do have a what do you call it, like a smoothing, a gimbal. That's why the video is gonna look a little funny. And yeah, that's everything that's down there. For under the desk, we have a paper shredder in case of any documents I need to throw out. I do need to empty it and then probably shred more documents instead of like throwing it directly into the trash. It is somewhat cable managed. As you can see, it's like one big jumbled mess that's tied together. There's not cables everywhere except for here, which again, I will fix in the future. I do have cable management stuff. And then we have the PC. The PC is inside a Corsair 4000D airflow. So the front end is all airflow. It's not tempered glass and it's not just a big piece of metal. Obviously, you can see it has a Radeon 6950 XT graphics card, 16 gigabytes of VRAM. It is on a Aorus Gigabyte B450 Pro Wi-Fi motherboard. We have a Ryzen 9 5950X. I believe we have 16 cores and threads, 32 threads, should be, I believe so. We have 64 gigabytes of RAM. I know that's pretty crazy nowadays. It's 2 sticks of 32 gigabytes. I want to say it's CL18 to 14 to 18. I don't really have the RAM tightened. I kind of have the default settings. I don't really like messing with stability anymore. And yeah, 64 gigabytes of RAM, 3600 mega transfers per second. We have a Corsair H100i RGB, which is this 240 rad in the front, or 280. No, it's a 240. And we just have a bunch of Corsair LLs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Corsair LL 120s, and at the top we have 2 Corsair LL 140s, I believe. And yeah, obviously this is like a AIO, so keeps it nice and cool, decently quiet. For the power supply, we have, I think it's a, oh God, I forget the name. It's an EVGA Supernova 1000 GT or 1200 GT. I know it's one of the best power supplies you could get in terms of like the capacitor quality, in terms of like, you know, with unstable power, like in terms of the hardware being protected. Very good power supply. The setup is pretty overkill for what I do, but I love having an overkill setup. And I know this isn't top of the line for nowadays. I know you have like the 9000 series. I don't know if the 10,000 series is coming sometime soon. I don't keep too on top of it nowadays, but it's an awesome setup. And then in terms of storage, I have 2 NVMe drives. One is from, oh God, it's like the black and gold is like their logo usually. I don't know. One is from Western Digital. One is from the black and gold one. They're pretty popular in like LTT videos. I don't know, or they were. But yeah, both of them are 2 terabytes. So the boot drive is 2 terabytes, and then the secondary drive, which is mainly games, is also 2 terabytes. We do have 2 hard drives in there. I believe they're both 2 terabytes. In the future, I'm going to remove any hard drives from the setup, and everything's just going to be in a NAS. It's because the only reason I really need all the extra storage is when I'm recording or storing files, and I did have a huge data loss last year, which really sucked. And then obviously we have all these cables, and then we have this surge protector, which is on a separate outlet. It's like the same outlet. I believe this is okay. If this is problematic, do let me know, and I'll know for the future, but right now I don't really have much choice. But the surge protector and the UPS are on 2 separate, like, individual outlets. They're not plugged into each other. On the desk, we already mentioned, is the Flexi Spot. I'm not sure how many inches this is. We have 3 monitors. So this is an LG Ultra Gear. It's a 27-inch. It's 1080p, 240 hertz, IPS panel. Probably 1 millisecond gray to gray, probably like 5 milliseconds overall. It's pretty smooth, very color accurate. I love it. This looks a lot more punchy on camera. This wallpaper isn't this like blue or like overly, I don't know. It's not, it doesn't look like that. It looks a lot closer to this area right here on this left monitor. On top was my first, I picked this one up in like 2021, probably when I got my first job. Or no, 2022, I think. This one is a, oh God, I think this is a Asus. No, this is an Acer XFA 240. This is a 144 hertz. Oh my gosh, I'm not paying attention where my finger is and where the camera is. 144 hertz. Probably says 1 millisecond gray to gray on the listing page. TN panel. I have the vibrance like cranked up to the max. The viewing angles on this are garbage. This was probably 200 in 2019, but nowadays for 200 you can get like a 165 hertz, 180 hertz, pretty nice IPS panel. You can even get higher refresh rate IPS panels for under $100, like 120 hertz, I'm pretty sure. So monitor prices have changed. I got this for 240. That was 200, 240. So this was open box, but this was a lot more expensive if I bought it brand new back in the day. This is the holy grail of monitors during COVID. This is not an OLED. It's an IPS panel, but it's a 4K, 144 hertz, 32 inch. This one and this one are both like officially NVIDIA G-Sync certified, but this one is, oh, are they all officially G-Sync certified? I don't know. Anything that's like AMD, Radeon, something certified are all G-Sync certified, but these are like officially, like they have the branding on them. I haven't taken off the sticker, which is so funny. But yeah, this is a crazy monitor. This went for a lot of money during COVID and when it launched, like it was probably upwards of $1,000 or more. And I have it on my left. I only paid $100 for this. I found it off some kid on Facebook Marketplace. He said he threw it off of his desk when he was playing CSGO and it wasn't turning on anymore properly, but it just needed a new power cable and it worked perfectly fine. The power cable was like 20 bucks. I tried doing a warranty claim, but it was a pain in the butt. They wanted a lot of money for it. It's still finicky. This whole setup is sometimes finicky. This monitor in particular, I'll notice like every few months the screen will like, or not every few months, maybe like once a month the screen will go like a really funny color or it'll fade, like it looks like sunburnt. And if I unplug it, replug it, it fixes itself. There's sometimes some connectivity issues here. I'm sure some of the cables have been like strained and some of the ports have been like kind of bent in and out. Just from the amount of times I've rebuilt my gaming setup over the years, ton of issues. But yeah, this is mainly for Discord, if I'm being honest. That top monitor is where my Firefox sits at all times, and this is where I game or I watch videos. It's really nice having two monitors when you're doing like homework, especially like in IT, cybersecurity. You need to have like, SQL stuff open, like CompTIA courses and whatnot, whatever. On this desk, you have these three mouse pads. Under these two are actually the Glide 38 from Mad Catz. If you guys remember, this was very trendy a few years ago because it's like a hybrid, like it's a very textured pad. And if you had ceramic skates, your mouse would just like fly over it, which is pretty cool. As you can see, it's covered. The reason for this is that the desk, as you can see, is two pieces. And this little piece raises up and it feels horrible gaming on this when I switched to this desk. Originally, I used to play on this IKEA desk over here, which as you can see is flat, but I wanted to sit stand desk for some reason. And this is a lot more solid. It doesn't bend or anything. It's a lot more durable. Yeah, that bothered me. And then over time, like it obviously your sweat and whatever and any dirt that collects on there makes it a lot less responsive. And I'd flip the mouse pad and I'd scrub it, but overall, I ended up just using this glorious mouse pad over here, which I have two more. I have the Ice and the Fire sitting in in storage. I got this one and the Fire and the Ice all for like one big deal, and it was really like cheap at the time. And they're pretty good mouse pads, but I just haven't used them. I probably should. But yeah, this is just a soft mouse pad from Glorious, probably like 20 to 40 bucks. It's really nice size, comfortable. I think on the camera it looks dirtier than it does in person. I probably need to clean it. I mean, it's probably been a while, but it's really nice to play on. It's very smooth, very soft, good stopping power, but there's definitely better mouse pads out there. I don't keep up with that either anymore. I used to be very big into it back in the days. This is a Nezuko mouse pad. Nezuko's obviously covered. I actually bought a REM mouse pad, but I guess it was a little lewd and I didn't really pay attention. My girlfriend didn't like it, so they were able to exchange it for me because, yeah, my girlfriend wasn't very pleased about that, which, yeah, that's fair. And then on top of that, we have a Corsair K100 RGB Platinum or something. This was very expensive back in the day, like 200 when it came out. This keyboard hasn't been made in a few years now. I really want it because of the G keys, which I sort of use for like clipping stuff in game. That's about it. I sometimes forget what the keys are for. But those are really great for like MOBAs and things like that, having all those keys in certain games. I don't play games like that. But yeah, I don't know. I use it for clipping in games, and sometimes like I'll set custom keybinds for certain software. Oh, and I also have like these two keys. So one is to mute in Discord, one is to deafen in Discord, which is nice to have. And then obviously it's RGB backlit. You're able to set different profiles. So that's the different profile, which actually changes the PC as well because of all the Corsair into the setup. And you also have like a different like brightness level, which is 3-stage. four stage, technically. Then you have the lock button. The RGB isn't perfectly well lit, but honestly, I'm very happy with it. This is normally 200 when it came out. I got it for 30 bucks off Facebook Marketplace, great condition. I've tried cleaning this. I don't know why it's stained in such a way. Um, but like it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know if it's from like the salt from sweat or what. I know it's kind of gross. What can I do? I've tried cleaning it and it doesn't like to destain. And yeah, you also have like your like dedicated media keys. You have the def, like the def in, like the mute switch, stop, like go back, pause play, move forward, etc. Skip, rewind. My main gripe with this keyboard is honestly the spacebar. Spacebars and Corsair keyboards are garbage. They're a custom size. They like to wobble, and it's not great because if your thumb is like here when you're playing, like when I do like Minecraft parkour and it's not here over the switch, you don't get much responsiveness out of the spacebar. And I'm honestly debating on switching back to my other keyboard. The reason I haven't is because this is wired into the back of the monitor. This is also a USB hub. And then I have like a USB-B to USB-A that goes down to the PC. So I have like this plugged into here, whatever reason. I don't know why. And yeah, obviously this has two USBs coming off of it and my mouse is plugged into here and I just haven't bothered fixing it, but I'm really debating on going back because my other keyboard's a TKL, it's a lot smaller. I would lose these media keys, which would suck, or these programmable keys, especially because I have it set up somehow. This is like F13 through, what is that, 18, 16? F13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. F18, yeah. So it's really nice to be able to program stuff, but whatever. I don't know. For my audio interface, I have a Audient Evo 4. If you watch Optimum, he talks extensively about this audio interface, which is really good. It has a really good automatic gain control, which is great for my microphone over here. But yeah, all my audio runs through here, so I don't have to worry about messing up with stuff in Windows. I can like just unplug my headphones and then now I'm on my monitors or speakers. I don't have to worry about it. And if I wanted to plug in a guitar, I can. There's a different left and right channel for this setup, which is pretty nice. And then obviously you have like the smart gain button. You can switch like your volume, your gain, how much you're listening, etc., etc. I won't get too in depth into it. You guys can look into it if you're interested. I got this for like $120. I know they're a little bit expensive because of tariffs and stuff in the US, but you can probably find it for about the $100 mark. If you try to buy a brand new right now, they're probably like $160 or $180 for no reason. I would just buy a used or from someone locally. For the monitor speakers here, these are Edifier MR4s. 100 something. They're really good speakers. You have the tweeters and you have the speakers, and they're on some like stands. They sound fantastic for listening to music. You get pretty good volume, pretty good clarity. Don't get gaming stuff, right? Like if you're getting interface, don't get a gaming interface. Don't get a Scarlett Solo for whatever it's called. Don't get like a gaming microphone. Just buy like whatever studio gear is used, and it's gonna sound better. It's gonna last longer. It's gonna look better long term. And don't go for all the RGB stuff. I know I'm saying this as I have a gaming keyboard and this Nezuko mousepad, but whatever, bro. I'm not worried about showing those keys because none of those keys are current for my home anymore. This is a MacBook Pro 13-inch that I bought right before the M1 series came out. So this is Intel. The battery life is terrible. I just got it for school and then school shut down a month later. Garbage, literal garbage. And then this is like a 100-watt Anker brick / cable that it came with. Not came with, but like I got separately. I just have this because like I'm part of the Apple ecosystem, so it's nice to still have a MacBook. I definitely want to get a new one. I'll probably get like a refurbished MacBook Air in the future when I really need it, but right now I'm fine. I have this insane setup and I don't really need that right now. That's just an expense I don't need. There's other stuff that I want to spend my money on. But yeah, this is like the setup pretty much. Oh, and obviously I have this Rode PSA-1 mic arm. I have this Rode pod mic, which sounds incredible. It's a bit more clarity, a bit warmer than my AT2020, and I love the fact that it's XLR. I don't know, it's cool to me. I love like tech and stuff. And then down here we have my Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros, 250 ohm. This sounds awesome. You have a very clear sound stage. It's very wide sound stage, like very open. Obviously it's open back headphones, and now that I have my own game room, I don't have to worry about like my bed's over there or like next to the bedroom, no one's gonna hear it. And then my parents don't live with me right now, so I'm able to like have my volume up. And even with my volume all the way up, it doesn't hurt my head because it's not like a closed sound space, it's open. So it sounds really nice. And then we also just have like some flash drives over here that I'm currently working with. I'm setting up like a bunch of like toolkits. I have a Windows 10 flash drive, Windows 11, Proxmox, which is for like my mini PC. I'll get into that in a separate video of what I'm doing there. Obviously, gotta have your your water to stay hydrated. I hate dry skin. Before you question why I have lotion on my desk, I hate dry skin. That is all. You frickin' freaks. And then I have some little mini figures. I love Diet Coke, or sorry, Coke Zero, so I have this little Coke guy over here. But I actually quit Coke Zero, kind of. I haven't really been drinking soda recently. Another little guy. It's because I went to, what is it called? Oh my gosh. Pop Mart. I went to Pop Mart and I got a bunch of these figures. I wasted money. That is my setup. And then we just have some ergonomic office chair, which is falling apart. This is 4 or 5 years old by now, but it's lasting me pretty well. We have like the little glidey roller wheels, which I've honestly gone on my toes quite a few times and it really hurts. This is the Logitech G something. I don't know. It's a steering wheel setup with pedals. I also have the shift stick, which is nice. If you buy this used, it's an awesome setup, but honestly, I would love to have a separate monitor and everything set up for this setup. In the future with a better chair, if I like when I move or something, like a proper setup that feels like a genuine car would be really cool. You can tell this is like more budget friendly hardware, but it's still an awesome setup to game with. I just never have enough space to have this fully set up. As you can see, it takes up a lot of space. It's literally blocking this door. And yeah, you have this like chair that I got like for $100 something, able to recline, move forward and backward. And you have like the little area for the shift stick. This is a Oculus Rift S. I bought it a month before the Quest came out, and then the Quest ended up getting unlocked to like 120 hertz, bunch of cool features. Do I regret it? I didn't know about it at the time, and I still had a lot of fun with it. The controller's like somewhat broken and stuff. I just haven't bothered setting it up again. It's been a while since I played with it. And then obviously we have all my figures, and we can like quickly look at them. Some of this is my girlfriend's. My girlfriend's figures are all back home, so we're actually gonna be moving a lot of that over. We have our switches, a lot of Rem and Ram figures, a lot of little figures from like different places, Pop Mart, etc. A lot of little collectibles that we've collected over the years. Not all of them are even displayed here, but it's pretty cool. And then over here, we just have like a bunch of tools, cable, screws, more tools, cable, screws. Like I have tools to like literally take off my exhaust and take off different like parts in my computer or on my car, like old headphones, graphics cards, more tools down there. There's some of my girlfriend's stuff. We're still organizing it all, like printer for label, speakers, GoPro, microphones, flash drives, screwdrivers, lighters, prying kit, and then obviously we have like a bunch of stuff here with like electrical stuff, and then a bunch of stuff she's gonna be scrapbooking, nail stuff as well. Like I think I said earlier, trash can, and then some stuff for the car. I know Chemical Guys isn't the best, but I think I got it for like a really good price, and that's why I have clay bar and like jelly for when I need to clean my car. But yeah, we have a camera stand, we have a backdrop, black backdrop, we have some studio, like photography lights. This is my old microphone setup. It's the AT2020 USB Plus. I got a part of like a studio pack. That's why it came with the microphone stand that has the Audio Technica logo on it. Still a great microphone. I'm not using it right now. We have this wonderful IKEA light, which was like probably $70 or something. I don't know. It looks really nice. Again, it's a lot warmer in person. This is also from IKEA, probably like $10 or something. And then over here we have my Canon M50 Mark II, a really nice microphone. Not microphone, really nice camera that I use for like taking pictures of cars and stuff. It's supposed to be for like recording stuff for like a bunch of channels we have, but I never ended up using it for that. I don't know, like a ring light, some microphone stuff, extra lens, a bunch of Ethernet cables, more. Oh, I thought that was a tripod. This is a tripod. And then like more tools to take stuff apart, extra microphones, tripods, bunch of boxes, a bunch of stuff that I have to get through. And then this is the girlfriend setup, which some of it is her stuff, some of it's stuff that I kind of just gave to her over time. Then we have like some SteelSeries keyboard, Logitech mousepad, Rode Siren Mini, some Logitech speakers. This was like my crown jewel when I got it before COVID, or like right around COVID. This is an AOC 1200R monitor, 32-inch curved display with a VA panel. It's the only VA panel I've ever owned. It was really nice during the time that I played with it for a little bit. 1440p. Terrible decision to buy because the resolution was too high for my RTX 2060 at the time, and the VA panel made games like Minecraft with a lot of lines kind of look very like blurry, and the local dimming zones were not the best for me. Unlike whatever iPad and stuff, bunch of Smeeski sitting in that corner. And then this is like a cable management disaster. And then this is my old like PC case and some random hardware, some that used to be mine, some that I never used. But we have an RTX 2060 in here. And this has a Ryzen 7 3700X. It had a 2600 at some point. I don't know where I put that, but this is a 3700X right now. Probably some SSD and some hard drives. And that is the game room. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I will be getting in the future a table and like some organizing stuff, a server rack, some servers for a bunch of like local services and services to like host and whatnot. That's all I can think of right now. Oh, and I'm definitely gonna get a Bamboo Lab A1 3D printer. We're gonna get a refillable ink printer in the future. But yeah, that's everything I have so far. Bye guys, adios.